students, I am Ishan Trivedi. Welcome you in the video lecture series. Today we are going to discuss about perspective drawing example. In that we are going to cover 1 point perspective drawing example. So let us understand the problem statement. Draw the 1 point perspective from the mass composition given in the figure. Take edge AB touching to the picture plane and take the distance of observer 12,000 mm, whereas the height of observer is been taken 2,000 mm from the ground plane. Here two different mass composition in a combination is been given. In plan you will see the rectangle ABFG is 1500 mm, whereas the rectangle CDEF is 4000 mm. Understand here, in any perspective drawing, the drawing is been drawn from the plan, whereas elevation is for the reference of the height of each and every points. Here total 8 points are given to you. When I am talking about each component like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, each component comprises 2 points. For example, if I am talking about A, then A has 2 points like bottom A point and the top A point. In a similar manner, B point has 2 points like B1 and B2. But you can see here in C, as it connected with AB, means here you can see here the C point has three reference point, C1, C2 and C3. And you can see B, C and F are connected with each other. So whatever I am drawing, these three components are associated with each other. So this would help in next explanation. So remember here that B, C and F are connected to each other. A, B, D, E, G. These 4 points have two reference, as I said, A1, A2, B1, B2, D1, D2, E1, E2, G1, G2. But the point C and F has 3 reference point. Here I will explain 3 reference point of C point. So this will be understand easily. Now distance of observer is been given 12,000 mm. If I am converting this mm into meter, then it is 12 meter. If I am looking at the object, the distance between object and my position is 12 meter. Here the height of observer is 2 meter. So my eye level is at 2 meter and I am looking at the object at distance of 12 meter. So understand this phenomenon, so it would be easy for you to draw the sketch and the perspective drawing. Now let us plot 1 point perspective in a drawing sheet. First of all, on the left hand side of your drawing sheet, take certain distance from top edge like 5 to 6 centimeter away from the top edge and draw a horizontal line, which is a picture plane. In that, make a shape of the plan of the drawing given in the problem statement. I have drawn the plan here with dimension and take the scale of 1:100. Means here the 1 centimeter is represented as 100 centimeter. So whatever is been given in 1 meter, so you have to take it in 1 centimeter. So in real practice, 1 meter is been represented as 1 centimeter of your scale. So here the scale is 1:100. As I draw this plan, for your reference, draw the elevation of the same given in the problem statement. I have mentioned the height of these two separate components in mm. You can just write 1.5 meter and 4 meter, that is of your choice. Now I have given the name which has been given in the problem statement, A, B, C, D, E, F. As our problem statement says that AB point is resting on picture plane. That means that AB point is parallel to the picture plane. And we have studied it in the concept of picture plane and the perspective drawing, that whatever the element or any point which is resting on picture plane, it will be of its true size. So here the AB point is resting on picture plane. So the height of AB point is same as given in the problem, which is 1.5 meter. Now take a distance, random distance from the face of DE to any point on picture plane. Here I have marked T point. Through many iterations, I have comprised whatever the distance of the greatest dimension. From this point, I have measured this distance. Here it is 5 meter. So from this point, I have measured that distance and put a point T. You can take this T point here, here, anywhere in this picture plane. Understand? You can take anywhere in the picture plane, but for your reference, I am giving you this for your understanding. So whatever the distance of this horizontal line or any maximum dimension, here my shape is ending, and from this point I have measured that distance. Like here it is 5 meter. So from D point I have taken, from this point I have taken this point and I am marking as a T. From T point I will draw a perpendicular line. Touch it at the end of your drawing sheet, at the bottom edge of your drawing sheet. Just above that, draw a horizontal line which is represented as a ground line. So this T line and this ground line, whenever these 2 points are intersect, mark this point U point. Once you mark this point U, you will get line TU. Now I will tell you the sequence of your drawing. First, I will start with A to B, then I will go to B to C, that is my second sequence, then I will go C to D, then D to E, then B, C, F. As I said earlier, this B, C, F are same line. So whenever we are marking this, we will take this in a consideration that B, C, F are same line. Then I will go to F to E, that is from left to right, that is 6 step. Then A to G, and at last I will connect the line of G to F. This is the sequence of our drawing. As given in the problem statement that the distance of observer is 12,000 mm, means 12 meter from object, and this will be marked in your drawing sheet. So from point T I will put a point that is called SP. Again I am repeating, from this I am locating a point that is SP. Now understand here, this DE line is, or any line, here I am taking the reference of DE line. DE line is perpendicular to picture plane. So understand the real concept. What I'll do first, I'll put a point that is called SP point in your drawing sheet. So I will measure from this point to, in your drawing sheet, that is of 12,000 mm, means 12 meter, and in your scale it is 12 centimeter. So from this point I will put up a point at 12 meter, for example here, and I'll draw a line. You can do the same exercise. So in this horizontal line, if I'm putting any dot that represent the distance of 12 meter from this picture plane to that SP point. For example, I have put a drop exactly here. Actual concept tells you here the DE line is perpendicular to picture plane. If it is an angle of 30 degree or 60 degree or 45 degree at picture plane, then I will mark that angle. But here the DE line is perpendicular to picture plane. Now what actual concept tells us that mark first SP point from picture plane to SP point, that is 12 meter. From SP point, draw a parallel line to the face angle. This face angle here is 90 degree to picture plane. So I am drawing this SP line to T point line, that is of 90 degree. If DE line angle is 30 degree, I will draw same degree, or you can say parallel line to DE line, means 30 degree line from SP to T, which is touching to picture plane line. Here DE line is perpendicular to picture plane, means it's make an angle of 90 degree. Again, it's make an angle of 90 degree. So SP to T line is also makes an angle of 90 degree. From T point, now understand, from T point to draw a perpendicular line which is touching to ground line. So from T to ground line, draw a perpendicular line. So what is concept? Mark a distance that is 12 meter from SP to T, then T to perpendicular line which is touching to ground line, and mark that point U. But here in this one point perspective, it is a similar line. Why? Because DE line, face DE is perpendicular to picture plane, and that's why I am getting from SP to T line which is perpendicular to picture plane. If DE's face is making an angle of 30 degree, so in a similar way SP to T line is also parallel to DE line and makes the same angle. Clear? But in this one point perspective case, SP to T and T to U line is a single line. Remember this thing. Now, what I'm done here and what I tell you to do, mark maximum dimension. Here G to F is maximum dimension. So from this point to T point, that distance is 5 meter. Take that 5 meter and draw this line. You can put this T point here, anywhere in this picture plane. But the actual concept also is been discussed. So you can have both the things. And later on you will understand why I am telling you like this. But understand, I am telling you two different things. What you have to draw right now because you are new, and this one is your introductory drawing, first drawing. So I am telling you everything. But later on, as we go further away, the things will be clearly defined. Now, what I've done, I have done this T to SP distance, that is 12 meter, and in your sketchbook it is 12 centimeter distance. Now, what is the key point of one point perspective drawing? That you can draw either right side or left side of your object. Here this one is elevation is my object. I can draw here or here, choice is yours. Clear? But here I am telling you in a right hand side of your drawing. The shape of the object will change accordingly. Now I am viewing from this distance, means 12 meter, and looking at the object. So my eye rays are transferring and looking at the object. Through that vision, I will draw representative lines which are touching to each and every points. So I am looking at the point A, then these rays will be captured. So what I am doing here, I am connecting A point to SP. In a similar way, B point, C point, D, E, F, G. In my case, C and G line are merging. This would vary with case to case. Even in your drawing, there will be difference in these lines. But here C and G line are same line, and the C and G point are merging. So that representative line is only one line. So now I am putting this intercept on picture plane and highlighted and marked as small a, small b, small g, C, F, D and E. If your drawing would vary by its position of T on picture plane, then the sequence will be of A, B, G, C, F, D, E, or it can be A, B, C, G, F, D, E. The AB and FDE sequence will remain same. The sequence of C and G would vary. Don't get confused. This would vary, this would happen. It depends upon each and every position. Here the position of T is mostly affected from where you are positioning. Here the shape and your point is T is here. It can be here or anywhere. But from there you are highlighting your SP and looking at the object. So my position is, for example, here, here and here, then the look or the outer appearance would differ. So it depends upon your position from where you are looking at the object, and that's why the intercept which I'm getting on picture plane would also differ. So don't get confused or don't get any hesitation, so that you will stop your drawing. It requires lot of patience, it requires lot of lines to understand. So have some patience while you draw this perspective drawing. Keep these lines lighter so that the main key point can be understood. Again, keep these lines lighter as possible. These are just reference line, or you can just put a point over here. No need to draw a line, but this one is your first drawing, so I'm highlighting these things. Now draw the parallel line from this intercept to ground line. You have to touch this parallel line. Now how you can draw this parallel line? You can put your roller scale at T to U line, and from there you just put up all those parallel lines. Try to achieve that all those lines are parallel to each other, like A line, B line, C line, D line and E line. Now mark this small ABCD even here also. The same sequence A, B, C, G, F, D, E. In my case, that C and G line are merging, so I have highlighted by one point, and that's why I have drawn CG line in a single representative line. So this would vary. If you are getting 8 lines, then draw 8 lines. I am getting the 7 lines, so I am drawing these 7 parallel lines. Now the height of observer is been given, that is 2 meter. And we have studied it in our concept that everything's are merging at my eye level, and that we call vanishing point. So whatever the height of observer, that point is called vanishing point. Understand these things. So I am putting that height. So my feet are at ground line and my eye position is at vanishing point, and that point or that line is called horizontal line, because that horizon, or you can say horizon, that point is called vanishing point, and things are merging at vanishing point. These things were discussed in theories of perspective drawing, so it has to be very clear. Done. Now what I'm doing, I have the component height AB. For example, the component height, for example, this one is your A point. I have this AB point height, A height and B height. This AB height is 1500 mm, or you can say 1.5 meter, and you have to draw this. So how will you draw this? once I'm looking at the object, what I'll do, I'll mark A1 and A2. This height is 1.5 meter and in your scale it is 1.5 centimeter. I will mark this perpendicular line. Why I mark this perpendicular line? Understand here, because AB point or this box, or you can say this shape, is resting on picture plane. If anything would resting on picture plane, it seems like true of its size. So this height and this element will seems as it is. If this distance is 200, this distance is 2000 mm, then here this will also be 2000 mm. There is no reduction of point. Again I am telling you, because this AB point or this AB rectangle is resting on picture plane, and that's why I am getting its true size. So the A1, A2, the 2 points like A1, A2, these 2 points are on picture plane, so this height will be of 1.5 meter and in your scale it is 1.5 centimeter. I draw this line simply, and these 2 points are merging at a point, that so I am drawing this merging line, that is VP. Again, these A1 and A2 are merging at a point, and that I have highlighted by dash line. So these lines are drawn here, so it will be easy to understand. Now, as I said, AB resting on picture plane, so I have drawn horizontal line. Here if you go A to B, this line is horizontal, and we have studied it, horizontal line which are resting on picture plane will remain as it is. Only this vertical line, this edge shape are merging, and there are two horizontal line. Understand here, this horizontal line will remain as it is. This is also a set of horizontal line, but in one point perspective, what we have studied it, one horizontal line and one vertical line component will remain parallel to each other, and the second component, this one by depth, this one will merge at a point, and here I am doing the same thing. A1 and A2, B1 and B2, here there is one horizontal line and this one is vertical line, and these things will remain as it is, but this horizontal means backside part, depth part are merging, which is also part of horizontal line, but out of two sets of horizontal line, one set will remain parallel to picture plane and the other set is merging at a point, and that is vanishing point. Now moving further, as I go from A to B, now I will get 2 points, that is B1 and B2. I will connect those lines to vanishing point, and I will get 2 more points which intersect. Means here from B1 and B2 I am connecting this line to vanishing point, and what I am getting, these B1 and B2 line are connecting at C point. Here it is C1 and C2. I have highlighted this so you will easily understand. Again I am telling you, this B1 and B2 line are intersecting this perpendicular C line, and these points are C1 and C2. Now, is that C point resting on a picture plane? No, C point is not resting on picture plane. So which one is the nearest point is resting on picture plane? Either D? No, D is not resting on picture plane. B? Yes. B point is resting on picture plane. Which is the nearest point to C point? Because C point is not on picture plane. It is away from picture plane. How much away? It is 1.5 meter away, but you cannot mark like directly 1.5 meter away and determine the height. So if I want to mark the height of C point, then I have to go back to the nearest point which is resting on picture plane. Now why I am dealing with C point? Sir, C point is also of 1.5 meter. No, it is not like that. From C point, the height of element is changed. Now understand here, first AB. Now C point is a vertical point. So from C point, the height of element is 4 meter, or you can say 4000 mm. So from this C point, I have to mark 4000 mm height, or you can say 4 meter height. But is that point resting on picture plane? No. So I cannot directly measure the height 4 meter and put a point on uh, picture plane. So what I'm going to do, I have to go to the nearest point which is resting on picture plane, and here in C case I will put a point which is B point, and I will put a point and mark the height of 4 meter from B, because from B point only I am getting true height, and the C point's nearest point is only the B point, which actual height is 4 meter. What I am going to do, I am going to measure from B1 point to 4 meter height, and that is B3 point, and from B3 point I am going to connect to VP line, and what I am getting another intercept, that is C3 point, which is passing through C line. Again I am repeating what I am doing here. From B1 point I am measuring 4 meter height, or in your roller scale it is 4 centimeter height. I'll put a point over there and write down B3 point. Then this B3 point I am going to connect. As I said, all those lines are merging at a point, and that's why I am putting a line, that is B3 to vanishing point, which intersect to line C, and that point is C3 point. Now what I'm doing, I'm connecting that C1, C2 and C3. Earlier as I said that only C and F having 3 points, but at the beginning, at the front side, I will see only C line which contains 3 points. The first is 1.5 meter height and the other one is remaining 2.5 meter height. But these 1.5 and 2 meter 5 are not, means in total the 4 meter height is not resting on picture plane. So I have to take a reference of B line, and then from B1 point I am taking 4 meter height. 4 meter height I'll put up dot, that is B3 point, and from B3 point what I'm going to connect this vanishing point line, and what I'm getting C3 point. Now what is the C2D direction, that is our third direction? This CD line is again horizontal line, so I'll just mark two horizontal line from C1 and C3 point, and this horizontal line is connecting to D line, and I'm getting 2 points, that is D1 and D2. Now again I'm connecting and I'm getting the shape. Now D2E, these are depth line, and ultimately D1 to D2 I am connecting these two vanishing point. I am highlighting these as these lines are connecting, or you can say passing through parallel E line. I am getting 2 points, that is E1 and E2 point, and I am highlighting the shape. So once I get the shape, I will go to back side. So we are leading towards 3 to 4. Now I will put a point of C to F. As I said, B, C and F line are similar line. So from B3 point, the line which is passing through C3 and towards VP, it also go towards F line, and I'm getting this point, this one and this one. So I'm highlighting, that is F1 and F2. I have not highlighted this point because it is not necessary, but as I said earlier that C and F, these 2 points have 3 different components, C1, C2, C3, F1, F2 and F3, but I have not put a point in this point because it is not necessary or required. as this is of backside part which is not visible to me. I'm getting this A, B, C, F and the small portion of A to G and D to E which has been highlighted. Now I'm going forward. So I have highlighted this part. I'm just keeping this line lighter and dotted line because it is at the back side which is not visible. So I'm putting this line as a dotted line. Keep this line also lighter, which is not mandatory. See, you are connecting all those lines. Keep those lines lighter, only highlight those darker shapes. Again, as I said, from F to E, that is our sixth step. So from F to E, it is again a horizontal line. So I have highlighted F to E line, horizontal line. If you are correct in your drawing, these lines are parallel to each other. Here you can check your drawing whether you are right or wrong. If you draw through roller scale, just roll down. If you are getting a straight line from E2 point to F2, then you are correct. If you are not getting straight line, then you are wrong. So here I have completed the sixth step. Now the seventh step is from A to G. Now understand here, A to G is again the depth. So I am drawing A1 to A2 line which has already been drawn. I am highlighting these lines which is connecting to G line. Here I have connected this G point to C point because I am not getting that point, and at last this drawing will be completed. Why I am not getting this point? Because it is at the back side. So whatever I am delivering is highlighted. Now understand, if my eye level is at here and the object is here, so I am not able to visualize this thing. In the same manner, you are not going to visualize the back portion of this element. So here your drawing is completed. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you have understood the concept of one point perspective. Thanks for watching this video.